everybody coming today to our first annual Failure Showcase. The Honors College feels very strongly that failure is part of the process, and you can't learn unless you have failed. And so we want to try to normalize and destigmatize failure for students, as well as for adults, because sometimes adults have an issue with that as well. But we want to make this one of those experiences for you where you can feel okay with not being perfect. I know that especially as students, there's a lot of pressure to be all A's, and if you get an A-, then that's really bad. And in your world right now, it does seem that way. But in the overall grand scheme of things, failure is a natural process and part of our way to success. So I just want to start by introducing myself. My name is Denise Lynch. I am the coordinator of programming for the Honors College. We also have with us Dr. Malin Pereira, who is our executive director. And then we have, yes, applaud. She deserves a big applause. And then we also have Dr. Mindy Adno, who is our Associate Director of Curriculum for the Honors College, so we appreciate that. But I do want to start with a question. How many in the audience have failed? Right? Everybody. And that's normal and that's okay. So when you fail, it is not a bad thing. One of the things that I learned in researching this program was the fact that fear of failure brings on all sorts of complications and problems with health, physical health, mental health, just a wide range of things. And so by destigmatizing and normalizing the fact that failure happens, we're hoping that we'll be able to help with physical health and mental health of students and staff and faculty alike. We'll start with introducing all of our speakers. We have 9 very courageous and wonderful people who have been willing to share their story with us, and so I want to say thank you very much for them. But we first will have Dr. Kevin Bailey, who is our Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs here at UNC Charlotte. And then we will have Mr. Keith Hernandez, who is in Operational Excellence in IT at Ingersoll Rand. Hillary Davidson is the Stakeholder Engagement Director for Duke Energy Corporation. Dr. Ernest Pereira is the Music Director for the Youth Orchestras of Charlotte and a violinist with the Charlotte Symphony Orchestra. Dr. Larry Mays is Professor and Chair of Bioinformatics and Genomics. Ms. Jamie Beeson is Analytics and Production Manager for Ingersoll Rand. Mr. Joseph Springs is the Director of Product Supply Planning for Coca-Cola Bottling Company Consolidated. Dr. Joan Lorden, my apologies. See, everybody fails. Dr. Joan, I did it twice. Joan Lorden is our Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs here at UNC Charlotte. And then we also have Dr. Philip Dewar, who is the Chancellor here at UNC Charlotte. So thank you very, very much for taking the time and for sharing your stories. So let's get started.